What is going on, guys? Brendan over here at Geek Talk, and today I have a fun video planned for you guys. My friend and I are going to rank all 23 MCU movies, going from Iron Man all the way to, I believe, Spider-Man Far From Home. So stick around. Let's dive in. Let's have some fun. And yeah. All right, so we're going to rank these movies from S tier being superb. I believe that's what it means. And all the way down to D, which means dog shit. Do you understand this, Dane?
Yeah, I do.
You understand what we're doing here? So we're going to start with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And before we actually start ranking, we have to come to an agreement. Since I am not able to share your screen, we have to... There's going to be tough ones because there's movies you like and movies I don't like. So we're going to have to we're going to have to come to an agreement, and you just got to remember. You got to remember what your worst one is, your best one is. And if you're not willing to put that one on the best level or not the worst level, you got to remember, you got to find compromising. All right? So we're going to start with Guardians.
So our list has to be the exact same.
Yes.
By the end of this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I hold these high regards. 2 is a little on the not so great side compared to the first one. So where do you think you want to put it? S?
I would put Volume 2. No, it's not an S.
Okay.
Volume 2, I would put as an A.
An A?
An A. It's good, but it's not nearly as good as the first one.
What? Well, we'll get to the first one later because the first one, yeah. But
quite a ways down the list.
So I don't know if we make these final once we put them in a slot, because I feel like we're gonna get to like a movie like Civil War and we're gonna have Guardians of the Galaxy at an A, and we're gonna be like, well, is Guardians of the Galaxy really on par with Civil War? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
To me,
so it might move Volume 2 down a tier or two.
Yes, but Guardians of the Galaxies are my favorite movies. So can my second favorite movie be a B tier?
No, not if you consider them on your favorite list of Marvel movies.
Does it have to be one of the best to be my favorite, or can I just enjoy it? I think that's my dilemma.
See, there's a huge difference in enjoying it and putting it on the same level as, say, Civil War. Or...
Yeah, it's not an A tier for me. I can't do it.
It's not an A?
No, it's not. Because I know there's movies that are better than Guardians, but...
So Volume 2 is the whole one with Quill
and his dad.
Ego, his dad.
Yeah, and
yes.
It gets you in the feels occasionally. I mean...
It does, but at the same time, it kind of seemed like a long movie to me. Like, not as much action. You had more action between Nebula and Gamora, to me, than you did Peter and his dad.
Yeah, and I gotta... What's his dad's name? He's called
Ego.
Ego. He's kind of a lame villain.
Well,
I mean, I
he's
love
actually
Russell.
a really big villain, if not one of the biggest villains next to Thanos.
Well, in the movie, I would say he was kind of like... I liked... Who plays him? What's his name? Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell.
I like Kurt Russell. I like the Kurt Russell, Peter Quill, or Chris Pratt chemistry, but I don't like...
How they portray Ego.
I just don't know. I don't know. I'm cool with the B. I don't know about you. I'm cool with the B.
Yeah, I'll agree. Let's do Volume 2 as a B.
Okay.
And we did come to the agreement that we might eventually move these up a tier, down a tier.
No, I think we have to leave them because I think that's going to make us put movies where we actually believe. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, you know, we might be later and be like, fuck, that might be an A compared to fucking Thor, you know, but we can't move it because we all know Thor Dark World's not better than Guardian Galaxy Volume 2.
I would agree.
So that's where we got to put it. But I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to put some tunes on in the background so we're not as boring.
Okay.
Let's see.
And just for reference, you did say 2 bad words there.
Oh, no, we can curse. We just can't say naughty,
okay.
like the C word.
Like
the C word.
I got you.
Except when we're talking about one lady. Maybe we can squeeze that in.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Let me do this. I have not recorded my screen anymore. Privacy reasons.
I got you.
All right. Oh, gosh. Copyright issues. Hold on. I found this copyright video on YouTube, dude. It's 12 hours of free music. And I was using it in my Destiny stream. and it was oddly like made the game a lot better.
Satisfying. Spotify. I'm telling you, Spotify has a lot
I
of
canceled Spotify, dude.
non-DMCA music
I hope this isn't too
or
loud.
non-copyright.
Hopefully it records it.
You can cut this out of the video, but if you go into your OBS, play your music, and see the volume on your music compared to when you're talking, you can get a idea.
You might be. All right, we're gonna keep it there. Talk real quick, Dan.
Hello.
All right, yeah, okay, you're not peeking out. I was a little concerned that you're peeking out this whole time. All right, let's dive into this. Okay. Oh, Theo's awake. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I can tell you right now, this is a C.
Yeah,
C?
definitely C. It's almost on the D level, but I will put it on the C.
Oh,
Just because I
I
really
forgot
do like
about
Paul
D.
Rudd.
Yeah, but that's
I
why
do like
that's
Paul Rudd.
that's why I like the first one. I don't like the second one. I feel like the villain sucked.
Yeah, what was her name?
I don't. Oh shit! She was
I
like
can't even remember
phasing,
it.
kind of. She was like
Yeah,
breaking down.
she's like a ghost almost.
I don't.
Um,
But you know what? This movie could. It's still C or D for me. But I feel like this movie could get age well just because of what happened in Loki with the quantum realm.
yeah,
I feel like
that is the only thing that keeps Ant-Man alive to me,
Yeah.
I believe, is the quantum realm, because there's no point in Ant-Man being a huge superhero in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. So C or D?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on C,
C?
but
Okay.
in my mindset, it's like bordering D.
That's fair. That's respectable. That's respectable. Okay. Now you're putting these up on your list, right? So you don't get confused.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we got Ant-Man.
C.
C.
I'm not gonna put it on the same level as Guardians. Ant-Man 1 was good. You got introduced to Ant-Man, but the whole story really still didn't draw me in. Did you even? Yeah, I guess you do learn about the quantum realm in Ant-Man
Dude,
1.
I feel like
Because
it's a
that's
B
where you
movie
learn.
for me.
Really? You want to put it on the same level as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's. I love Guardians. I love the two Guardian movies. I'm not saying I don't, but yeah, I'd have to say B. Like it's one of those middle of the pack movies. Like the sequel sucked. I feel like the third one's gonna be much better than the sequel. But Ant-Man was. It's funny. It had an enjoyable villain. I don't know what's his name. The Mexican guy who his fun little speeches. You have I can't think of these ladies' names. Who's the professor or whatever scientist you want to call him? The Pym particles. Hank Pym. Hank Pym
yeah,
and his
you got
daughter.
Hank
I love
Pym.
them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I would agree.
You don't
It is
think
better
it's
than
B
Ant-Man
tier.
and the Wasp, but I don't think it's quite B tier. Like how I said Ant-Man and the Wasp is lower C tier,
Yeah.
bordering the D level. I would put Ant-Man as a high C, which that makes this list kind of confusing.
But it's a B or a
But
C.
I don't think it's quite a B.
Okay, I'll agree. Just because I don't think it is on Guardians level, but I think it's. There's still C tier movies. I think we come to agreement with that.
Yes.
Okay. Now Black.
Like when Ant-Man's on TV, am I gonna watch it? Probably not.
Not the first one. Not the first one.
No.
Hmm.
Now our next one is probably gonna be one of our bigger debates.
Yeah, this is definitely a C tier for me. I'm sorry, I'm not putting it above Ant-Man.
I would put it above Ant-Man if there was like something in between B and C. Black Panther to me is more enjoyable than Ant-Man. You kind of get introduced to Wakanda, the whole vibranium world, which is a huge thing. I get the quantum realm's huge.
Yeah.
But at the same time, did the quantum realm play a huge part in that game? I mean,
Yeah, that's the reason why they were able to time travel. right?
Yes, but with the help of Tony Stark. I think Tony would have figured it out.
Yeah, but without the Pym particles,
without it.
right? Without the Pym particles, they're not coming back in time, right? Isn't that the thing they were using?
Yeah, they're using Pym particles. But I think Tony would have figured it out. That's just in my own head. That's just me being biased. So to me, Black Panther.
I'm not going to put it on a B tier. I can't. It's got to be C for me. It's borderline D for me. Like, I think, what's his name? Michael B. Jordan is probably the worst villain in the MCU. That might be a hot topic, but that's what I would say. And if a movie doesn't have a solid villain, it doesn't have I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it's a pandering story. Like, to me, there's nothing good about it besides T'Challa and his sister. Outside of that, I don't like the cast. I don't like the villain. Wakanda's cool, right?
You don't like the actor who plays Bilbo Baggins. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, he is in it.
The
He doesn't do enough for me.
No,
No, he doesn't
really
do
like
enough
him.
for me. It's kind of a pointless
And
character. I feel like they just wanted to add a white guy into the movie. That's what his character did for me.
You don't like Winston Duke? Ngatu?
Yeah, I do. I like him, but doesn't do enough, dude. Doesn't do enough.
No.
I can put it at a C tier movie because I know it did some things for the MCU, and T'Challa is amazing, but it's not middle of the pack for me. Nope. Can't do it.
Okay. So we have a little disagreement, but I will put it on a C tier, but mine is a high C. It's not like yours, which is borderline D.
Okay.
I think we may only have one D movie, maybe. So on to the next one.
Yeah, we got Civil War. This is easy A for me. A.
Oh, easy A. It might be an S.
I'm not gonna put it on an S. I think it's an A.
It's for sure an A. Like I said, it's borderline S because that's almost like an Avenger movie.
It is, yeah. It's a small budget Avenger movie.
Yeah, you can't really count it as just Captain America. It's literally you have everybody in it. You haven't had everybody in a standalone movie beside like the Avengers. That's where you have everybody. The only person you're missing in Civil War is Thor. Thor's not in it. Or yeah, he's not in it. That's really the only person.
Him and
no,
Hulk
he's
aren't
not
in it because they were too powerful to put in it. So fucked
Oh,
yeah, that's what they said.
That would have been very one-sided because he would have had Bruce Banner on Tony's side and Thor's too dumb to pick a side.
They'll probably just kill them all. I'm gonna go A.
Okay.
I think it's A.
It's for sure an A. Yes.
I'm not ready to put it on because it's not even my favorite Captain America. The next one's my favorite Captain America, and I want to.
That's very unpopular opinion.
I know. I want to put it at an S, but I will compromise.
It's not an S.
I will compromise. I will compromise with a B. I think it's an A. I think it's better than Civil War. I think everybody just loves Civil War because everybody's in it. It's not a Captain America movie, but Captain America: The First Avenger is, and it's a fucking phenomenal movie. Red Skull is G.
What makes you like The First Avenger more than Civil War?
I don't know. It's more unique. It's the first Captain America. You see how he gets his powers. You see him you see Bucky before everything happened. Before he became Winter Soldier. You see the Red Skull, which is really cool. Before what happens in Endgame. I just think Captain America: First Avenger. To me, it's better than Civil War. But I enjoy Civil War just because, you have the Avengers lineup in it. In First Avenger, you don't, and I think that's what makes it, for me, a better movie. But I will put it at a B because I know a lot of people hate it. I do. I understand. It's not the best movie.
I don't think it's necessarily hate, but I think it came out at the wrong time. Like, if they would have had the technology they do when they started getting big into the Marvel Universe, I think the first Avenger would have been top tier. I think they made it pretty early. And it's still good, don't get me wrong, it's still a watchable movie, but to me it's I would put it B tier. I would put it with Guardians.
Okay. I can relate. My two favorite movies so far are getting pretty
hated on.
Disrespected. Now, Winter Soldier. I'm cool with B or
Winter
A.
Soldier actually is surprisingly a lot of people hate it because I
I
think of
know.
how political it is.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's not your typical Marvel action movie. It's just a bunch of politics, really, because you have Shield, you have the corrupt side of Shield with the good side of Shield. I think that's the entire movie really more focused on that than
See, when you say Civil
Bucky.
War was more political, and people really enjoy Civil War because then you have the Wakandans or the whatever the T'Challa is, his dad dying, Bucky being chased, right? And they were doing the treaty because
Yeah, that was in Civil War, but to me, Civil War was more about
it was political.
almost them wanting to bring down Bucky more than the Winter Soldier.
Well, yeah, it was about Tony wanting to sign the Accord, and Chris Evans, Captain America, didn't want to because it was mainly because his buddy Bucky. They wanted to take Bucky down.
Correct.
I'm trying to
For me,
think.
the Winter Soldier is more political than Civil War, even though if this makes sense, you have more politics in Civil War. Like, there's more scenes about politics in the Winter Soldier than there actually is in Civil War.
Yeah. So, I could put it as C or B for me.
The Winter Soldier, I would like to put it on a C.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
It probably is my least favorite. Even though it's the first time you see Bucky as Winter Soldier, it's probably my least. There's some sweet fight scenes in it. I will give it that. I feel like
I love Sebastian Stan. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite version of the Winter Soldier
it's fucking
in the Winter
badass.
Soldier, because he has his mask. He's kind of nobody knows who he is. I've always thought he should have left his mask on and don't reveal who he is till the very end of the movie.
I feel like they should always do that, but the fucking directors can't wait to see the good-looking guy behind the mask. Happened with Kylo Ren.
It's unfortunate. They like I always tell you, Kylo Ren could have been the next Darth Vader if they would have left his mask on.
Yeah, could you imagine if they
leave that dark, mysterious? Who is this dude?
That's how they did Darth Vader. Darth Vader had his mask on until he died. Nobody knew who the fuck he was for the first 30 years of his fucking existence.
I mean, we all knew who he was because of the storyline, but you want to know what does he look like behind that mask?
Yeah.
Because he looks so intimidating with all of his gear on. Just like the Mandalorian. Mandalorian is great until what happens. He takes his mask off and then you're like, eh.
Yeah, Pedro, you're kind of fucking ugly, and you got fat.
Exactly.
All right, now this is a D. I don't even think we should rank this piece of shit movie, but just because Jude Law is in it,
I still don't. I think if there's still a trash can, we put it in that.
There's a way you can add. I don't want to fuck it up though. You can add a tier.
Just let the people of your video know. We'll put this on D, but if we're smart enough to make a lower tier, such as a trash can, it would be there.
Or like dog shit. Well, I guess dog shit is D, but no, like what's worse than dog shit?
Oh, it's the lowest of the low. Like that's Marvel's lowest low right
dude,
there.
that movie
Captain Marvel.
Fucking such an overhyped, bullshit, useless movie.
Overhyped.
Useless. Black Widow should have been in this.
Like what it do for the MCU universe? It introduced.
It got Thanos punched in Endgame. What did it do?
Then Thanos punched her out of existence for the rest of the movie.
It was awful.
She was in Endgame for what, maybe 3 minutes?
Not too much. And
that's
her acting ability is like watching paint dry. It's fucking boring. She has no like reactions to anything. Like you could, I don't know. Her best friend could have died on screen, and she'd been like, whatever. It's just, she sucks. Brie Larson sucks. I can't wait till she gets recast. Doctor Strange. For me, I'm gonna have to put this as a C.
Really?
The only reason I've only seen Captain Marvel twice. I've seen Captain Marvel twice. I've seen Captain Marvel twice. I've seen Doctor Strange twice. I have only watched it through once, but it is the only Marvel movie that has put me to sleep. So that very reason it's going to be a C. I do not remember Doctor Strange well enough to put it out of B tier. And that really, because I know Doctor Strange is really good. I know people enjoy it.
It is. I would actually put it as a B for me.
I'd have to trust you. Because to me, it's a C, but I know it's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, it's
it is.
It's a lot better than Ant-Man, the Wasp, Black Panther, and Winter Soldier. That's why I believe it's on par with Guardians and your Captain America, the first Avenger.
Okay. It's one of those movies I need to rewatch.
I would suggest rewatching it because I think that does a lot for the MCU universe.
Okay.
That's a huge introduction to Stephen Strange and how he becomes Doctor Strange.
Okay, that's fair. Now,
he played arguably one of the biggest roles towards the end of this phase.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be probably the biggest role in the next phase, I would say.
In the next phase, yes. Yes.
I would think they would go that route, but who knows? Guardians of the Galaxy, this is an S tier for me. I don't think it gets much better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Unpopular opinion or belief, however you want to say it. When I went and watched this in the theaters with Janae, my wife, the very first time, we hated it.
Me too.
Could not stand it. The very first time, we were like, we don't understand what's going on.
I fell asleep.
Kind of lame.
It's fucking stupid.
There's a talking tree, a talking raccoon. And I love Chris Pratt and everything. And then that movie, I was just like, this is awful. Then we gave it another chance, and the second time it was definitely a lot better, but it's not S tier for me. To me, at least. It's an upper A.
Name a better Marvel movie besides. I guess you can put Iron Man up there with it, but besides the Avengers and Iron Man, you can't name that. It's such a clean movie. It is like top tier MCU movie. Like none of the Thors compete. Maybe Ragnarok.
Yeah,
none of the Spider-Mans.
I would enjoy Civil War more than I would enjoy Guardians.
What?
Yeah, and I actually just watched Guardians like 2 days ago. It's fun. It's a really good movie. Introduces a lot on like more the Thanos side. It just Ronan wasn't a huge villain to me.
I know.
He didn't do a lot.
Think about
he finally got the
though.
stone and didn't do anything though.
Not just.
The movie's good. The movie is really good.
Dude, the
but
cast,
like you,
the soundtrack.
But like you said with the Black Panther,
I know.
You put Black Panther in a C tier as a villain. A villain makes a movie just as much as the main hero.
But all MC movies would suck because there's not really any good villains besides Loki and Thanos. And Thor's sister, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Helena. But there's all the MC villains are lackluster. And I guess I was a little biased on Black Panther, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was a little bit. It's got to stay a C though, because I just looked at it and I thought maybe it could be a B movie.
Almost talked you into that. Oh. Guardians is still an A to me, dude. I will not, because I already have, and you probably know what my A's are gonna be. I already had that.
Yeah, all 4 Avengers.
Probably, but I cannot put the Guardians above
I will,
Civil War.
I will
on the same level as.
I'll chill with an A. I will.
And the only reason for me is because Ronan. You have such a great villain in Ronan the Accuser. Yeah. That's his name, right? The Accuser.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. He was gonna be big. Why didn't you let him get the stone?
He got beat by a dance-off dog. That's basically what happened.
That's very. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of that word.
Lackluster? I don't know. It was a lackluster ending. They just held hands.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge ending fight, and you don't figure out Peter Quill could hold the stone until the second movie. Then it makes sense why he was able to hold the stone. Yeah, because he's half a celestial.
Left people wondering.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Sorry, go ahead.
We're going A with Guardians, correct?
I live with an A. It's an S to me. It's an S to the rest of the world, but we'll stick with an A.
Okay.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 with Whiplash. I know you did not like that movie.
Is it 2 or 3 that I didn't like? I think it's 2. It's
2 with Whiplash.
Yeah, 2's the one I didn't like. I would probably put it as a D, but
What?
I know we're not going that low. I'll say C.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would put it. I don't know if I could do Tony that bad.
I know that's the bad thing, but
That's
it's not a B.
It's dirty.
It's not a
dirty.
B. And Winter Soldier is better than Iron Man 2.
What makes Iron Man 2 a C for you?
It's unrememberable, if that's even a word. I don't remember it. Whiplash sucked. Didn't they build the that guy built those cheap ass great value versions of Iron Man suit in that one?
Yeah, so he won't. No, so you're thinking of I cannot think of that contracting company.
Yeah, isn't that too?
He was almost like the entire great value version of Stark Industries.
He was
a weapons manufacturer, and he wanted to make an Iron Man suit that was wearable. He couldn't figure it out. He got Whiplash. Whiplash made a suit that was controlled, not wearable.
It's a C. It's lucky it's not a D.
I will never talk to you again if you put it on the same level as Captain Marvel.
We'll say C.
I'll say upper C for me. Yes.
Okay. Iron Man 3.
The B for me.
Okay. I'll go with B. I would say it's probably still a C, but B for sure.
I would say B for me.
Iron Man.
Oh, that's an A.
I would say S. I would say S. Just out of respect.
Wow, you're going with the movie that started.
Yeah, I'll go Iron Man S. It's not my favorite, but I respect it. I know what they were doing with it.
You have
I know what
to
it started.
put the respect on it. Yes, and it jump started the Marvel.
It's probably my most enjoyable Iron Man too. It's my most enjoyable Iron Man.
I would agree with that. You learn who Tony Stark is, how he builds the Iron Man suit, and all that fun stuff. Stark Industries.
Iron Man S then. Okay.
I would put it as an S. I'd agree with you.
First S. I'm gonna have to put like a happy birthday soundtrack in this, like balloons, because we got our first S. All right, Spider-Man: Far From Home. It's an A. It's an A. It's not an S, but it's an A. If Guardians of the Galaxy is not an S, this is an A. Yeah, I don't know my logic, but this is not a fucking B.
Far From Home. See, I know you're a huge Spider-Man. He's your favorite superhero, probably.
Think of our list.
Far From Home was definitely better than the first Spider-Man.
And the second Spider-Man is not a C. So I'm not putting Spider-Man Far From Home as a B. And then, Homecoming a B and Far From Home a C.
Couldn't even remember the name of the first Spider-Man. It was Homecoming.
Yeah. We're doing Far From Home right now.
Yeah, because I believe Jake Gyllenhaal really did well. The unfortunate part is they made it after Endgame, so you couldn't get Tony in it.
Yeah, it's a B for me.
For obvious reasons. Yeah, I'll go B, Far From Home. I enjoyed it more than Homecoming. Homecoming to me is a C.
What?
Yes. Even though it had Tony Stark in it.
Homecoming's an A for me, motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm sorry to get a little aggressive. But
really? Yeah, I just thought it almost bored me. Like, you have I like Tom Holland, but to me, Tom Holland is just crying the entire movie. He's just being a high school.
Because he is a high school kid. He is a prima donna.
You're superhuman. You should be a little tougher than how he acts in the entire movie. Tony Stark gives him one daddy talk and he goes and cries in a corner.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, he's just too big of a prima donna to be Spider-Man when you're introducing him.
Can we put them both on B tier?
I enjoyed Far From Home more than Homecoming. You're saying you enjoyed Homecoming more than Far From Home, even though you
I wanted
on A tier.
on A tier. But if you're trying to tell me
what makes
any of the
Homecoming-
Spider-Mans, you're telling me it's on par with Ant-Man and the Wasp and Ant-Man. Are you out of your mind?
I'm a bit. You said Iron Man 2 was.
Yeah. I think the only one on that list that doesn't belong is Black Panther. I think Black Panther probably should have been a B. I think I got a little too biased on it. But I'm not putting Spider-Man, any of them, on the C tier.
I think that's you still being biased. What makes Spider-Man
They're both good
B
movies.
tier? Why? What makes it a good movie?
Maybe because the villain was
Homecoming literally
gangster. Maybe because Tom Holland's the best Spider-Man. Maybe because you have Iron Man in it. Maybe because Aunt May's fine as hell. Like, I don't know. What else do you need?
To me, Tom Holland just didn't really do Spider-Man good until Far From Home. Or I think the Civil War. He did Civil War really well, but he was in it for like what, a minute.
Okay. When you say that, do you enjoy any of the other Spider-Man movies more than you did Far From Home? But not Far From Home. So any of the first two, like Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire's, did you enjoy any of those more than Tom Holland's Homecoming Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I probably enjoyed all of them except... Is it Spider-Man 2 where Venom comes into play and you get...
That's 3.
You get Dark Tobey Maguire, with his Justin Bieber haircut. Okay,
yes, that's 3.
Yes, that one, that one's on the very bottom of my list. But I would say Spider-Man 1 and 2, Tobey Maguire's, and The Amazing Spider-Mans 1 and 2. I enjoy more than Homecoming, yes. That's hard for me to say because, like I said, Homecoming literally has my favorite superhero in it, Tony Stark.
I completely disagree with you. I think you're wrong. I think Homecoming is the better one than Far From Home. For me, Homecoming's an A. Mm-hmm. It is not a C. Mm-hmm. I don't care how much you dislike it. If you're trying to tell me it is on par with the Ant-Man movies in general, you're out of your mind. I can make an argument for Black Panther. You can make an argument for Winter Soldier. I can make an argument for Iron Man 2.
Why did we not put Ant-Man and the Wasp as a D, though?
Ant-Man and the Wasp should have been a D, yeah.
All right, crowd, we're moving Ant-Man
and
the
Wasp. No, we can't. This is where we have to come to agreement. I'm saying they're both B-tier movies. If we're going to agree, it's...
I'll put it on a B. Just because of Tony, really.
You're welcome, Tom Holland.
Not Tom Holland. I think, yeah.
Whatever.
Tom Holland, to me, I really like him, but he's like your typical actors nowadays. You find a kid actor, and they cast him in literally everything.
That's not his fault. He's just trying to make some paper. He's just trying to make some paper.
Just like the kids off Stranger Things. You're just like, I'm tired of seeing you guys.
Yeah, I can see that. So, are we gonna skip the Hulk?
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people love that Hulk, though. I know that.
Yeah, is that the one with Eric Bana or?
Oh, that is the one.
Ed Norton.
Ed Norton. Yeah, that's the Incredible Hulk. Yes, okay. And I know a lot of people loved it.
Let's check it out. Thor. C.
I like Thor. Thor 1 was just really
we like it more than Dark World, right?
Yeah, Dark World. I would almost say Dark World was like almost one of the darkest Avengers besides Infinity War.
Would you put Dark World as a D?
Probably not. It's a C. I would not put it on the D level. It's Chris Hemsworth. Come on.
You will say B for Thor?
Yeah, let's do B for Thor.
Okay. Ragnarok. I want to go say an S. I'll say an S.
I would say an A. Ragnarok
You are
was
stingy, bruh.
Ragnarok was fun, man, but it wasn't
We're gonna have
like the
Iron
only
Man.
only S we have out there right now is Iron Man. That's just because it literally made Marvel to what it is
Dude,
today.
Thor Ragnarok
It gave it the
revived a
jumpstart.
character. Like it
Are you
made Thor
talking-
popular
Are you
again.
talking Thor?
Yeah, like his movies were
Oh,
garbage.
that's just because. No, I think a lot of people love Thor in the Avengers and like Age
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. I
Ultron,
agree with that. But
But
his movies
like,
were lackluster, and this was like, fuck
you
yeah.
you literally had a Guardians movie made into Thor with the same soundtrack, the same like scenes, colorful, bright scenes. And to me, that's not Thor, especially when you have Helena, what is she, the Death, really? And you're making like that bright of a movie.
I still say it's an S. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is an S. The only movies you're going to put up here are the two Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. And they're one of them is an S. But there are a couple MCU movies that are S's. And those are Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy and Iron Man. Those are the only three top tier movies that I would say even come close to an S. And we already disrespected Guardians. You want me to disrespect Ragnarok?
I would agree with Guardians. I would agree Guardians is an S before Ragnarok to me.
Yeah, but I would agree. I would say Guardians is definitely the better movie. But Ragnarok, dude, if you're going to compare Ragnarok to any of the other Captain Americas, Doctor Strange, any of the Ant-Mans, any of the Iron Mans, Miss Marvel, whatever, dude, that is a great movie.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting it on an A. I feel like I'm judging these movies a little harder.
As a solo movie?
Yeah.
Dude.
What are you talking about? Both our A's are solo movies.
I know. Well, A is not a solo, or Civil War solo movie. Guardians of the Galaxy should be an S.
I know we said this in the past, but it is Captain America, even though it should have been Avengers.
Thor Ragnarok should be an S.
I'm going upper A.
You can't squeeze it to an S.
So the viewers you do get are gonna hate me after this and never want me on a video again.
Yeah, your ranking is horseshit.
How?
The Guardians, Civil War is not an A. Both Spider-Man should be an A.
You have not done a very
Guardians of
good
the
job
Galaxy
on
should be an A.
convincing me to put these in an A, though. You're just saying they should be an A. Why?
I told you, Thor Ragnarok is the best Thor movie. It is the best, probably one of the best standalone movies about any character in the MCU. Chris Hemsworth, like you said, as Chris Hemsworth. His power trilogy, the CGI is amazing. Taika Waititi puts the perfect amount of comedy in it. Korg, or whatever the hell's his name's in it. He's amazing. I liked Helena. I thought she was cool. Loki's in it. I mean, everybody loves Loki. Loki finally was cool. Loki finally got some screen time. How is it not an S? I don't understand how it is an A. I don't understand how Guardians of the Galaxy is an A. I want justice, and Thor Ragnarok is a fucking S.
You want justice?
It's a fucking S. It's a fucking S.
All right.
Thank you.
All right,
Good God. Because Helena's not. I think out of Loki and Thor, Helena might be my third favorite MCU villain. I liked Helena. I thought she was good.
Loki and Thanos.
Yeah, who did I say?
Thor.
Oh, Loki and Thanos are my two favorite, obviously. But Helena, I think she was one of those villains that were good.
She did really good, but I feel like Ragnarok, you should have had a pretty big death in.
You did. You had Odin.
You had Odin. Odin passed away peacefully, though. That wasn't
still
a
death.
death.
Motherfucker still died.
I mean, he passed away. Helen, to show how powerful she is, she should have been the one to kill, what's his name? Idris Elba plays him.
Oh, shit. Heimdall.
Yeah, Heimdall. Yeah. She should have killed a character like someone that big off.
Who killed
to show
Heimdall?
how powerful she is.
Oh, Thanos killed Heimdall.
Thanos. Yeah. Thanos literally killed everybody.
All right, now Thor: The Dark World. C. Yeah. Okay.
That was a quick one. I didn't mind Thor: The Dark World.
No, I enjoy all three Thors, but I know what they are.
Yeah. I think the Dark Elves are kind of eh. I like that Dark Elf that became the powerful one. I can't think of his name though. You know the one with the horns? He's like made out of rock.
Yeah. I don't
Takes
know.
takes a shot from Mjolnir.
Yeah, he's
Wears
the one
it.
who kills Thor's mom, right?
Yes.
And I feel so bad
Yes.
for putting it because that's a huge moment. Thor's mom, that dictated a lot what happened to
that-
Thor, dude. That
Yes. That's a big death to me. Why don't you have that kind of death in Ragnarok?
yeah.
Why didn't Valkyrie go down in Ragnarok or someone like that?
I still think it's a shit movie, but that death alone changed a lot about the MCU and what was going, in the future. What happened in Endgame? How Thor was
Huge
fat,
Thor.
like depressed.
Like you never hear him say really anything about Odin after Odin dies. He always talks about his mom. He was a mama's boy.
I
Same
would
with
say
Loki.
Loki was more of a mama's boy.
Loki is a
but-
mama's boy too. They both are.
Yeah.
I think Thor just wanted to be like Odin.
The God
at the
of
same time,
Thunder is
he
a
was-
mama's boy, and you're giving
Yeah.
Tom Holland shit for being a high school student.
Yeah, Thor lost his entire family and his planet. And I don't think he cried once.
Yeah, Tom Holland's parents are dead.
Tom Holland got turned down on a date, and you see him in a corner crying.
His heart was
Tony
broken. Are
Tony
you kidding?
Stark gives him a little daddy talk after Tony has to put the ship back together, and Tom Holland's over there
Watch
crying.
Thor in Infinity War when he's talking about Natalie Portman. You know, when he's talking about the projector, he starts getting all emotional, and Tony tells him to sit down.
That's drunk Thor, though. That's in a sad place, Thor.
What the fuck ever.
Remember
Now we
his
got
veins
our
are filled with Cheese Whiz.
we got our 4 movies. We have our Avengers. I'm gonna put these in order. So we got the first Avenger, or is it just called Avengers?
Yeah, they're
Okay,
Avengers.
Avengers Age of Ultron. We got Infinity War and Endgame. We're gonna rank these from the first to the last. Now, Avengers, I would put it as an S tier, just for what it
think
was, just like kind of like
I
Iron
think
Man.
I think it should be an S tier because that's. Yeah, it's literally your first Avengers. It's
Okay, I'll put it as S tier.
huge.
It's cool. It's cool to see them finally all together and to see all those guys
And how
go from
they
then
how
to
they
now.
how they introduced them to one another. They did it really well.
Yeah.
Like you had the big throwdown
fight
between
scene.
Tony
Cap.
Stark, Thor, and Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cap should have got whooped up, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He is a super soldier. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie as a whole.
Yeah, very good movie.
Age of
Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Age of Ultron.
Probably one of my favorite villains in a Marvel movie.
And when I rewatched it,
Ultron.
I did like
Ultron
him
is
more.
Awesome.
You get your Wanda, you get your Quicksilver, well,
For about 2 seconds.
Boner, whatever his name was. I'm
Ron
gonna go.
Boner.
I'm gonna go B.
Yeah, I would agree. Age of Ultron's not quite an S or an A. But yeah, I if not one of my favorite, Ultron's up there with up there for me in villains. He's just dark and like
Yeah.
he's a dark character.
So B.
B.
Okay.
And then yeah, let me just do this. Infinity War S.
Yes, Infinity War is
Has
definitely
to.
an S. Endgame is an A.
Was it Endgame or was it Infinity War that we went and watched in
Infinity War.
we went and watched Endgame in
I watched it both in IMAX.
IMAX. Yeah, Infinity War I did not. I messed
Infinity
up.
War was fucking gangster, dude. When Thor comes to Wakanda in IMAX, fuck.
Dude, everybody's reaction at the end of Infinity War
T'Challa
when
comes.
Thanos Infinity War.
oh,
When
okay.
Thanos snaps his fingers and you literally see half of the Marvel universe die. Everyone's like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Like, yeah.
Great cinematic moment. I don't think there'll ever
Fuck.
be anything like that again. I really
No,
don't.
one of the best. When Thanos
was
snapping
epic.
his
That was
fingers,
epic.
it's crazy. And Endgame to me is an S. It
I'm gonna
might not
go-
be to you.
It's an A, dude. It's not better
No.
than Infinity War. It's not
To
on
me, it
par.
is.
No, it's not.
See,
We don't have time. We both got to get ready for work. It's 2:03. But all I gotta
it
say
is
is
203.
Endgame
Well, I'm willing to
has-
fight for this one.
it has
Like
too
you
many
fought for
time loops.
Spider-Man.
It has too many
It
time holes.
doesn't. We have dug into this. They actually cover up their time
No,
holes
they
really
don't.
well.
No, they don't. You're
Google.
looking at.
I'm
I
telling you,
have.
your best friend is Google.
I have. I watched YouTube videos on. There's holes in it.
Your biggest one was
The Captain America.
Captain America going back and being with Peggy.
Yes.
We Googled that, and I read you about 5 pages.
You were wrong.
Why that makes sense.
You were wrong.
Yeah.
You were wrong.
Not just for your video.
Because he went back into that.
He went about this tonight.
He went back into that same timeline. I don't remember that. We'd have to research it again so I can talk good on it. But I remember him going back in the same timeline and leaving himself. That Captain America goes back in time. So the Captain America went through Endgame, Civil War, all that shit. Goes back into the same timeline and leaves that, or maybe even a different timeline. But he leaves that Steve Rogers in ice. Our Captain America that we know wouldn't do that. He wouldn't. He puts everybody else before himself. But to go back and meet Peggy after he left her for 70 years, he's going to leave himself in ice to die? What the fuck?
To me, the crazy thing is, Captain America has never been the one to actually put his life on the line. When have you ever seen him
he jumps on a grenade in the first Avenger.
Okay, that's when he was actually...
He did for Bucky. He was willing to kill Tony Stark for Bucky. He was willing to lay his life down for Bucky.
Yeah, but Tony risked his life for literally the people in more movies than Cap does.
Dude, Cap's the one and only who stood up to Thanos when he's beat to shit, dude. And everybody starts coming back from those portals. Remember that? Fucking Cap's up there by himself, broken shield, busted ass fucking face. He was not quitting, dude. Yeah, but he was the first one to stand. He was the first one to
do that like a couple times.
Not against Thanos.
He did it in Infinity War, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he had to because everybody else got their ass kicked. I get that. Yeah, but he was.
So you're saying that's the same argument?
No, I'm just saying, dude. Cap would sacrifice himself for anybody. Anybody.
Tony actually did.
Tony was selfish in the first. Yeah. Well, I guess you're right. Tony did.
Tony was not selfish in any of the Avengers.
In the first Iron Man, he was.
Oh yeah, if you make a gangster Iron Man suit, aren't you gonna be a little cocky?
It's an A, Dane. It's an A. It's an A.
No, it's an S.
It's an A.
Your viewers are officially gonna hate you for putting.
No, you're gonna
literally.
It's an
almost A. the highest money making movie in history. I did think. What's that one movie called? The blue
Black Widow?
people with the tree.
Avatar.
No. Avatar. I think Avatar did.
With the tree.
I hated that movie. It did surpass it again. I think they had to re-release it though. But you literally said the first, if not the second, most popular movie in history is not an S tier.
Yeah, I'll say it's an A. I'll say it's an A.
You're insane. Now I'm willing to fight for that. It is in an S on my list. I will have to strongly disagree with you.
Dude, I didn't get Guardians up there. I did not. You're
You
not
got
getting Avengers
Spider-Man
Endgame.
in
Yeah, I don't fucking B tier. It should be A.
I will never put Endgame as an S, A class. It's S.
It's an A. It's a good movie. It's a solid. I can look past the time holes and all the errors, but I cannot say it's better than Infinity War or on par with it. I can't say it's better or on par with the first Avengers, and I can't say it's better than Ragnarok or Iron Man. I wouldn't even say it's good as Guardians. It should be a fucking B because you got Guardians of the Galaxy sitting in A tier.
No,
but I will say Avengers Endgame is an A.
Is definitely an S to me.
It's an A.
I think that's going to be the only movie we will ever disagree on.
It's an A.
It's going to have to
come to
list.
agreement. We have to come to agreement to close this out. It is an A.
We're going to be late for work.
It's an A.
No, it's not.
It's an A. I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
You literally had the ending to what? How many years of work? 10,
I don't care
12?
about that. I don't care about it. They did it beautifully.
They
did it beautifully.
Yeah. So you
it's
say
not as good as
they did the movie perfect.
It's not as good as Infinity War. It's not. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not saying it's as good as Infinity
War,
but I'm saying it is
an
on
A.
the
It's an A. Sorry.
it's on the same level as Infinity War.
No.
It's on the same level as the Avengers. It's above Ragnarok and it's above Iron Man.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Iron Man and Thor Ragnarok are individual movies that hold a candle to the likes of Infinity War and Endgame.
I get
Endgame
you're
should be
talking
an
about
A.
your standalone movies, but I mean, you're talking about literally the best movie almost ever made.
Endgame?
Yeah.
Dude, just because it made a lot of money for 20 years of history doesn't mean it's the best movie ever made. Infinity War was a better fucking movie.
It kind of shows it has a little bit of a fan base, though.
Yeah, because of what they
to
built.
see it.
I wanted to see Endgame. I'm not taking it. Endgame was very special to me. One of the best moments, or probably the best moment I ever shared in a theater. But it is not an S. It is not on par with Infinity War.
I strongly disagree with you. Strongly, I'm not gonna budge off an
Dude,
S.
Thanos is barely even in Endgame.
Yeah, he's in it for like, I think the last battle's what, 40 minutes?
Oh, I don't know. Probably
No.
yeah,
you're
probably
giving
40
your,
minutes.
You're giving your main characters their time. You give Cap his time, you give Iron Man his time, you give Thor his time. You give Black Widow a righteous death. I think they did a good amount to the main three for Cap, Iron Man, and Thor. They gave them the good endings, good times in the movie. Because I feel like those three deserved the most screen time. Plus, Captain Marvel was only in it for like 2 minutes, and she got punched out of existence. The only time I was ever rooting for Thanos.
I don't agree with you. I'll put it at a fucking S.
There you go. It's about time you get smart.
But it's not an S. We'll go.
It for sure is. For sure. You get to see Cap wield Mjolnir.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Wow.
It was cool, but I don't give a
You're
shit.
talking about a guy, it's more cinematic that him standing up on top of a hill silhouetted, but it's not as cinematic as Mjolnir getting lifted by him. A god's weapon.
Well, we got him ranked. That was the goal. We got him ranked. We're going to have to do this again. We're going to have to do some fast food or whatever. But we got him ranked. That was my biggest concern. It's a 52-minute video. It's my longest video on my channel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 52 minutes. Did it feel like it? It was kind of fun, huh?
Time did fly by when you said it was 2 o'clock. I was like, no,
All right, dude. Well, I got to make a video to end this one, so
okay.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go get ready for work.
Okay.
All right, dude. It's been fun. See you in a
Deuces.
bit.
Yep.
And laters. Well, guys, 50 minutes later, and that's our list. A little disagreements here and there. I still think it's full of shit on Avengers Endgame. I don't know. If anybody gets that far, I'd have to disagree. I will die on that hill, and Guardians of the Galaxy is the best MCU movie out there. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Sorry, I keep banging my mic. Comment. Let me know what your thoughts. Give me your list. Type out your list. 1 through 23. It's not going to be that hard to do. 1 being the best, 23 being the worst. And we all know easy fill-in is Captain Marvel. And if you're interested in future content, please subscribe. Like always, guys, love yourself. Love everybody. Deuces.